Hey guys, my name's Arcturus, and I am beyond excited right now because the long wait is finally over. I have access to the next build for Satisfactory Plus, which is a complete overhaul mod of Satisfactory. If you've been looking for a more complex, more complicated version of Satisfactory, this is it. I'm going to explain everything about this mod. I'm going to talk about a little bit about what this playthrough will be about, but let's watch that sweet, sweet intro. Let's go. Stick with me.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
Gotta love that early access pop-in.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Every single time I land on the planet, I just smile.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akija. I am Ada, also known as Note.
I'm gonna skip through a couple of these things because I think the vast majority of you guys have seen this already. So,
all important Fixit data and communication.
this is Satisfactory Plus. It is a near complete overhaul mod for Satisfactory, and it is an absolute hidden little gem. This mod isn't very well known, and the purpose of this playthrough is to sort of promote it a little bit. Not like being paid or anything, but I love it so much, and I want to show it off. I am a Patreon supporter of the mod. It's made by K-Mods. The main dev, his name is Kirium, and you can find the Discord link in the Satisfactory Mod Manager. The patch that I'm playing on is a dev version of 0.7, but it is not publicly available quite yet. It should be out fairly soon. Now, the reason why I call it a near complete overhaul mod is because Satisfactory still works the same way as, you know, as you're used to, right? You put the item in, you get the item out. However, this mod significantly complicates the base game as we come up on our first changed node, Stereotype. You can think of Stereotype as basically the iron of Satisfactory Plus.
Build the hub.
So it's
Note, to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed.
right. So
Caution. Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain
I know.
close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Do you mean stereotype sources? So, stereotype is not necessarily just iron. It's way more complicated than that, as we'll get into. But this mod is extremely complicated as we come up on our first new item here, iron wire. So this is new, and iron wire comes from iron rods. Just to give you a general idea here, just starting out, we've got crushed stereotype. So the stereotype ore that we mined over there, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, 3 stereotype ore to 3 crushed stereotype. And as we crush the stereotype, we can then have access to making sloppy iron ingots. Now, this is a dev build, so you may see a few different bugs. The mod still is an alpha, so there's going to be a few rough edges here and there. In fact, it looks like we have one right here, a duplicated little icon here, and I'll explain these eggs later on. That is not an Easter. It's not an Easter thing. I promise. So let's go ahead and get the hub upgrade here. Get ourselves 10 iron rods. Perfect. And we'll get our first hub upgrade. Very nice. Got ourselves a little chest. So go ahead and put the
congratulations.
zapper on.
You have unlocked 6th objective.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip through the Ada stuff. Again, most of you have seen this already. And now we have unlocked the second main type of ore. So the first one was stereotype, and now we have access to sapphirite, and of course we can crush that sapphirite. However, we have access to the equipment workshop now. What we want to do is go ahead and get some of those miners, those portable miners, up and running here. So let's make some iron plates and some iron rods so we can get the equipment workshop down. And in fact, it looks like we're going to have to go over and grab some more ore. So we will do that here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this down and grab some more ore. Satisfactory Plus does include other mods like Refine Power and Fix It Farming. As an example, I think there's a couple of other mods as well. If you decide to go and download the public build, it only goes up to tiers 5 and 6. However, if you want to get started now, you can totally do that. 0.7, which includes tier 7 and 8, and more changes won't affect your early game experience as much unless you get into the slugs. So it shouldn't really be too big of a deal. You're free to jump right in. In terms of my own experience playing the mod, as I said, I'm a huge fan of these overhaul mods. I've played them in Factorio. I'm still waiting for some to come out for Dyson Sphere program, but this is the first overhaul mod that I've played in Satisfactory, and I just love these types of things. The developers work so hard, and so I just want to try to give back a little bit by exposing their mod to hopefully a wider audience here. So again, if you're looking for that fresh Satisfactory experience, like, do you remember when you played for the first time? Remember that feeling? It feels a lot like this when you start a new Satisfactory Plus game. And again, in terms of my own experience, I've only unlocked tiers 3 and 4. I have no clue what comes after that. I can kind of guess, but like oil as an example in tiers 5 and 6, that's pretty obvious. But in terms of like overall, I have no clue what comes after tiers 3 and 4. I unlocked the first phase of the space elevator, and that is it. That's as far as I've gotten. However, I will tell you, when I say that this mod complicates the game, I mean it. It really complicates the game to an extreme degree. We are going to have 2 starter bases overall. So one of my starter bases is going to be over here, right yonder. And then my second starter base is going to be up here. I have to have 2 of these starter bases because concrete is really hard. Well, it's not necessarily hard to come by, but it's one of these things where it's kind of expensive, and making foundations is a little bit more difficult than usual. I do want to warn you about something. There is a bug with the portable miners. As you notice how they stacked in my inventory, you have to split them first and then put them down. If you put in a full stack of portable miners into your hand and then you use it, you'll spend all the other miners. So just be careful about that. Make sure you split them up first. So let's just grab a bunch of this stereotype. We're gonna go make some more portable miners, and then we'll go see where the sapphirite is. So once again, I just want to remind everyone, I am on a dev build, so you're probably gonna see some things like this with the lack of names and stuff like that. There are also a couple of sound effects that are missing. Again, the mod is in alpha, so you're gonna see some amazing buildings. There are some custom-made buildings in this mod, and they are incredible. I mean, we're talking coffee stain level quality here. It's incredible, but they're missing sound effects. There are some technical limitations with that at the moment, but they hope to solve those pretty soon. So let's make 2 more miners here. In fact, we'll make 4 more miners, because I'm going to show you the third type of ore patch, and we'll go ahead and get that situated as well. All of the patches that I'm going for here are pure nodes, just to make that simple. We've got a little slug over here. We're not going to touch these quite yet. The whole thing with slugs is a completely different thing. They have completely redesigned the way slugs work. However, I haven't really messed with it yet, so that's going to be a little bit of a journey there. Let's go ahead, plop these down. And then we'll head over to the third type of ore. Come on. Can't wait for update 6. Hopefully these guys get redesigned just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's not nothing. Rubite. That's the third type of ore here. You can sort of think of it as the limestone, but not. Let's go pick up some more copper. Excuse me, sapphirite. And then we'll go pick up some more stereotype. There's a little bit of a glitch right there. So did you see that hang up? There's some kind of loading thing with, I think it's the Titan Forest over there. There's this line that goes right across here, and if you cross that line, there's a little bit of a hang up. I'm pretty sure that's in the vanilla game as well, so I will try to stay away from it if I can. I apologize for that. Grabbing the stereotypes, excellent. And we're going to go up here and continue to follow the ABC rule. Always be crafting. But let's first take a look at what we need here. 20 iron rods, 10 iron plates, 15 iron wire. Let's go ahead and just take care of that real quick. Make some of the wire. Need a lot of this iron wire. Go ahead and take care of this so that we can start crushing some of the sapphirite down so we can start getting copper. Excellent. Now we got a roof over our heads. So looking at the next one here. Get access to our constructor, power poles, concrete screws, rips, and then crushed stone. I wonder what that is. We shall see soon. Let's crush all this down real quick. We do have access to the smelter now.
Congratulations.
Oh.
You have unlocked hub feature.
Yeah. So we have access to the smelter now and 1 biomass burner. And we're definitely going to use that smelter. We want to go ahead and get that rolling. In fact, let me go ahead and make some of the components for the smelter here. It requires 4 components, so a little bit more complicated. So as you can see, wire, iron plates, cable, and iron rods. The copper rods have to be made first, though. So if we make our sloppy copper ingots here, 3-to-2 ratio, make a couple of rods, 1-to-1, and then wire, 2-to-3. You can see the production, the way the production chain works here. So our general goals here, starting out, is again we want to get my first basic starter base started, and then get the second starter base or the main starter base rolling. But the big goal is to get to the first automated power generation, because your starter base in this mod is probably 2 to 3 times larger than vanilla. And yeah, you just heard that right. It's huge. It's really big. There are so many products and intermediaries that you have to make. So it's going to take some time to get there, but we really need that automated power setup. That is going to be such a big deal. That's the first thing we want to do. We want to get that automated power. So what we want to do starting out here is we want to make 3 smelters. So I think I need more crushed sapphirite here. And we're going to have 1 smelter each for the 3 types of ore. Can't really do anything with rubite quite yet, but we may as well go ahead and plop down the smelter. This is going to help out so much. It's going to be huge for us to have these 3 smelters going. Again, it takes a long time to get rolling here. Okay, let's go ahead and put down the smelters. We're just going to put them kind of like right up here. It doesn't really matter too much. Floor's too steep, huh? Alright, something like that. And we'll do sloppy iron ingots, and then we'll do sloppy copper. So it has to have the crush steertite. So we still have to manually make the steertite there, but that's okay. I am not going to complain about that. Now we need the screws though. Let's go ahead and make some. But in order to make some, gotta get that hub upgrade. But we need more sapphirite, so let me run over there real quick. Fill her on up. We'll go ahead and grab some of that rubite while we're here. Nice. Alright, let's crush some more sapphirite by hand. And as you've probably guessed, yes, there will be an automated way of crushing sapphirite. But I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's a lot of handcrafting. A lot of handcrafting, but it's interesting though, because you have to do a lot of handcrafting in this mod when you start out, but once you start to get the automation rolling, it feels so good. It's so rewarding. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah. Nice. So let's see what we get next. 10. Huh. Interesting. And there's the crusher. All right. So as you suspected, you can crush automatically, but as you see there, there are 2 outputs there, or are those 2 inputs? We shall see when we get there, but the big goal right now, we really need to get those smelters going. That's going to be a big step here. So let's get some screws, because we need the power poles. We do need to start setting up some of the power infrastructure that I'm going to have. But again, I really want to get those smelters going. That's going to be a big deal. So I think we have, we need wire. Yeah, I need a lot of wire. Let's go ahead and set up some power poles. Like yonder. Alright. Now, we don't have a lot of biomass on hand. Biomass is a really big deal in this mod early on, but there we go. Our first automation feels really, really, really good. Really happy about this. Progress is going pretty smoothly. So, concrete. How do you get concrete? You get concrete via crushed stone. So, crushed stone here comes from stereotyte. However, once you get the crusher unlocked, actually is a byproduct. But the only way to get it right now is via stereotyte ore. So let's pick up quite a few and go ahead and take care of that concrete requirement for hub upgrade 4. So right now it's extremely inefficient. You can see how much we need here just to make 50 concrete. Concrete is really expensive in this mod. Making foundations isn't necessarily an easy thing. Hence why I'm doing the first sort of mini starter base first and then going into the main starter base. And then it's really, like, I call it a starter base, but it certainly doesn't feel that way. It feels like a normal huge factory, you know? So, but it's what's going to give us a lot of the base items and materials that we need to really progress. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug these in just to get them in there. And then for good measure, oh wait, no, I can go over here and grab the ingots now. Sweet. I'm pretty sure I ran out of power. We'll take care of that in just a bit, but let's make some more cable just to make sure we have it on hand. We just spent it all in the hub upgrade, so we'll go ahead and give ourselves some more cable, and then we're going to take a look at the rips here. Reinforced iron plates. So they require 4 iron plates and 6 iron wire, which is different than vanilla for sure. So need a ton of iron plates. Let's see how many ingots we have here. 34, not too bad. Yeah, I just ran out of power there, so go ahead and make some iron plates, and we'll see how many rips I can make. Because I do want to get that crusher online. I think that would be really solid. That way we can start to produce more of these ingots and really start to get the automation rolling. But let's do a quick biomass run. So I am on the eastern side of the Dune Desert, and when I did my first playthrough of this a while back, I really struggled with the biomass until I opened up my eyeballs and realized that there's this area over here. I mean, excluding the northern forest, it's got to be like one of the most broken areas for biomass right up here. So I'll just kind of look around so you kind of know where I am. Okay, it's right here. And there is just like tons of wood and stuff underneath these trees. It is crazy how much biomass is under here. Now again, our goal is to get that automated power going, but that's just not going to be until later. So I will edit out these biomass trips unless something crazy happens, because I mean, do you guys like seeing me pick up wood? I don't think so. And we will not be dealing with power issues for quite some time. And we'll go ahead and store the rest of it in here. Nice. So I've got 2 smelters going, although I think did I run out of crush? I did. So we'll go ahead and manually crush some more. Go ahead and plop that in there and get a full 100 stack of ingots in there. We'll go ahead and throw in some crushed stereotyte as well, just for good measure here. Let's check the power. How much are we consuming? It's not too bad. This will speed up a little bit though, since we just added one. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's go ahead and get these 10 rips going here. So we got 5 so far here. Looks like we mainly just need just a little bit more iron wire, iron plates, and we'll be good to go. Got our 10 rips. Nice. So, got crushed rubite now, and then the 10 ingots, 10 plates, and then conveyor belts as well. So, hub upgrade 5. Ah, look what we have here. The modular miner. I cannot wait to show this to you. This is one of the most impressive things I've seen in this game. It rivals like the blender and the particle accelerator. Well, that may be a little extreme, but it's really cool. So we also get access to 10 rods and 10 wire. Got to make a lot of concrete though. Let's take a look though. First of all, I kind of want to set up my my hotbar here. So I typically have it something like this, and then I gotta exit. Oh, I changed the alt, I forgot. And then I want to put maybe just something like this. That should be fine for now. I do want to get a crusher down, but I need the 10 plates. So what does 10 come from? It comes from the crushed rubites. So let's crush a bunch of that rubite that we had laying around and go ahead and get the 10 ingots going. Alright. Let's get that crushed rubite in there, make those 10 ingots, and we'll keep refilling the other ones. Really happy with progress so far. Got a couple of hub upgrades, got the 3 smelters going. We are off to a good start in Satisfactory Plus, but that's going to be it for the intro episode here, guys. Thanks for joining me. Feel free to subscribe to keep up with the series. I'm just doing this to help expose these overhaul mods. I just think they're so cool. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.